Okay, we're live. Not really live. We're post live for a yin class that will begin in 8 minutes. It is not a full class. Stay up straight, please. And don't have your computer in the back and watch me. Oh, okay. So I did bring some hospital grade disinfectant spray. Anybody else? Spray down their blocks and their bolsters and their blankets, whatever you want to use. What a bummer. Where'd you get your here? Oh, I just got one. Yeah, so I would suggest getting definitely a small bolster. A big bolster will be good too. A strap, a couple blocks, we want all the things, which is very unlike me, but we want it all. It is again I'm excited for you to be here.
You get straps too?
Yes, straps too, for sure. Okay. I don't know. Amber. You're Amber. Hey, Amber. We've met before, haven't we? I don't know. I'm Lucy. It's very nice to meet you. We haven't met. Let's see.
I told her to stay.
I talked her into it. I got you. And then Jennifer Guns. Not yet. Lindsay. She's here. Okay, Lindsay. Hey, Lindsay. Hey. Do you mind if I get your picture real quick for your guidance protocol? Nobody sees it. I promise. Nobody sees it except when you come to a class with oh, that's what she did.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, great.
I don't usually come to these classes. I work.
Oh, I'm over here. Okay, so I'll give you a 1, 2, 3. Okay. You're welcome. Okay, I'm going to turn the light on low. Yeah, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad everybody's here. So just hang out for a couple more minutes until we get the last couple people in here. And keep your props closed. I would say we're going to start off in Shavasana. So fully recline on your mat. If you would like to use a block or a bolster beneath your back, you can for the first pose. So you can be here on a bolster or the larger bolster. You could turn it long ways and bring it beneath the spine for an opening here. Maybe bring a block behind the head. Lots of ways to prop yourself here for Shavasana, but make it comfortable. I'll get some music going. If anybody in here has any ailments, any physical things they want to let me know about, this would be a great time. I already know that Sharice what's going on. Okay. Let's see. Here we go. Does anybody need any props? I can bring one to you. We got straps, blocks, bolsters, blankets. I will cue bolsters I woke you vlog, anything? Gotta go. I also have hospital grade disinfectant. Hey, how are you? I'm listening. I'm curious. Okay, nice to meet you. Okay, awesome. So do you have, did you bring the mat? Okay, so we have these mats back here, but let me get you a good mat. I'll tell you what, I like these mats better.
I got me in the way for you filming.
I am filming. If you want to just scooch forward. I'm not filming for anybody but my yoga teacher.
Yeah.
Really good. Okay. So nobody is looking at it except maybe one lady in Texas sometime next week. Yeah, they're just watching me. Y'all see, y'all take a space. This is it. This is all we're gonna have. Yeah, y'all take a space. Alright, so get my new lady set up. You'll love that mat. It's such a good mat. It has really good energy. So I'm gonna grab you guys both bolster and block. So we have the large bolsters, which most people really like. And as you see, most they like to come reclining back on one, so that's a great place to get started. And then also we have these smaller bolsters that are really good for postures that will go underneath some system. Yeah. Yeah. And if at any time during the practice you would like an extra prop, like a bolster, blocks, or a strap, I will bring them to you. Just let me know. Blocks as well. So as we start off our practice this morning, we're going to start off reclined in a Shavasana-like pose. What does that mean? It means we're reclined on our backs. We take a moment to arrive. Just settle in to this space. Settling in to your mat. Taking a moment, perhaps even setting an intention for your practice. What does that mean? What does that mean to set an intention? We find a reason that we showed up today. Find that reason, that thought, that feeling. Bring it to the forefront of your mind. Eyes can be closed or at a soft gaze. Whatever feels best for you. Coming back to that intention throughout your practice when your mind wanders. Yin Yoga is a slower paced type of yoga where we hold the poses for around 4 minutes, sometimes longer depending on the practice and the practitioner. Yin Yoga allows us to come in to the mind, check in with our minds and our bodies. Our Manomaya Kosha is the sheath of the body where the mind and the thoughts lie. So we're checking in with our Manomaya Kosha, as well as our Pranamaya Kosha. What is the Pranamaya Kosha? The Pranamaya Kosha is our energy body. You might have heard the word prana many times in class and thought, oh, that's my breath. My prana is my breath. But our prana is so much more than that. It is our life force energy. Our Pranamaya Kosha includes all the things that bring energy to the body that keep us alive. Think of it as the vibrations that run through. In our Yin practice, we also tap into our joints and our ligaments. Yin Yoga is more focused on the joints and the ligaments than Vinyasa Yoga or faster paced yogas that focus more on muscular structure, that focus more on building strength and flexibility. But as a byproduct of our Yin practice and tapping into those ligaments and those joints, we also tap into the fascia. The fascia is what surrounds the muscles. It's what runs that energy through your body. Get a few more breaths here in this opening posture. Back to that intention, whatever that might be. Take a full inhale through your nose. Sigh it out. Another inhale through your nose. Let it go. From your supported Shavasana, take a moment just to roll over to the right side body. Just for a moment, place that left palm down. And we're just going to set the bolster to the side. So setting your bolster off to one side or the other. And go ahead and take hold of your strap. And when you're ready, coming back onto your back. However you get there, however feels good. Let's take a moment to arrive, fully recline on the mat. Allow the legs to stretch out long. Find stillness here. Fully recline in Shavasana. Find your breath. We're going to check in with the body. We'll move through a little check-in, starting at the tips of the toes. So as you inhale, feel your breath expand your body. Feel that inhale, fill your lungs and fill your belly with breath. And as you exhale, you'll feel as your belly falls towards your spine. Imagine that breath when you inhale, move all the way down into the pelvis. Expand the exhale, make it a little longer than the inhale. And on the next breath, imagine that breath move fully down to your knees. On your next inhale, feel as your breath moves all the way down to the tips of your toes. We'll check in with our toes. Maybe you just notice them. Maybe you spread them wide. Maybe you point and flex. Maybe you scrunch your toes. Check in with the ball of the foot, the arch of the foot. Take notice of your heels. Really flex the ankles if it feels good. Pressing energy down through your heels towards the front of the room. And then feel your calves and your shins. How do they feel today? Maybe slight lift to each kneecap, or just take notice. We'll check in then with the thighs and the calves. Excuse me, the thighs and the hamstrings. Check in with the glutes. Notice all parts of your body that meet the ground. Take an inhale. Feel your belly expand. Check in with your pelvic floor, the low back, the curvature of your spine. Next breath, inhales, and we notice the upper back and the chest and the ribcage. We move into the shoulders. We take a breath here. Feel that breath as it moves down into the biceps and the triceps. From the biceps and the triceps to the elbow. Maybe open your fingertips wide as we move that awareness and the energy down into the forearms, into the wrists. Maybe you roll through your wrists or you just notice them. Feel the energy move into the palm of the hand, to the joints of the fingers, all the way down to the tips of the fingers. And then we'll feel that energy on the breath as it moves from the tips of the fingers to the joints of the fingers, into the palms and the wrists, back into those forearms, the elbows, the biceps, the triceps, and the shoulders. On the next inhale, we'll move our awareness into our neck. Perhaps you drop your left ear over to the left, checking out the right side of the neck, feeling the elongation of the ligaments of the right side of the neck. Just take notice how this feels. Find your breath. Inhale back through neutral, bringing the nose back up. And then we'll drop right ear towards the right. Perhaps the eyes are closed or the gaze follows. How does your neck feel on the left side, on the right side, on the back side? Bring that nose back to neutral. Soften through your eyebrows. Soften through your jaw. Soften your forehead. Take another in. Come back to your intention. Exhale. Beautiful. Now each of us have a strap nearby or in hand. Taking hold of that strap. As we inhale, we're going to allow both feet to come to center to waterfall pose. So we lift both feet to the sky, stretch through the back of the legs, the calves, the hamstrings, roll through the ankles. Making small movements here, and rolling the ankles in the opposite direction. And then taking that strap We're going to strap up the left foot. So maybe you bend your left knee slightly, wrapping the strap around the left foot. And then allow the right leg to drop down to the mat. That left knee can be straight or it can be bent, whatever works best for your body. Hold the strap in your right hand. Take your left palm and place it on your left hip. So it's in that crease of your left hip. And take a big breath here. And as we exhale, we're going to allow that left leg to drift over to the right. Your right elbow can be bent or it can be straight. Maybe you give the strap a little more slack or you pull it a little tighter. Whichever feels better for you. As we allow that left leg just to drift to the right. Maybe it floats or maybe it touches the floor. Whatever feels good for you to hold this posture for a few minutes. Finding that edge, that place between effort and ease. A place you can soften into. And breathe. Breathing into the places of sensation. It's okay if the mind wanders. That's what the mind does. Setting aside any expectations of yourself, or expectations of what you might look like. Sinking into the pose, where we have a couple more minutes. Maybe the body even rolls slightly onto that right hip. This is an option. Yeah, stop. Alright, beautiful. Take a few more breaths here. Let this nice IT band stretch on the left leg. Or feeling that hip opening, whichever way you move. Beautiful. When you're ready, we're going to allow that left leg to rise back up through center. Taking hold of the strap in both hands, flex that left foot and gently pull that left strap towards the face or towards the nose. Extending through the calves and hamstrings, checking in with the knees. It's okay. Take your strap into your left palm. We're going to allow that left leg now to fall open to the left. Place your right palm on your right hip. You can give the strap a little slack, allowing that left leg to fall out towards the floor, or perhaps it floats. Take a moment and breathe here. Kia, you went to the right first. You went to the left. It's okay. You're fine. And we'll come around and move that bolster beneath that left leg if you would like. Perfect. Would you like a bolster then? You've got that bolster. Let's see. Beautiful. Nice job. Almost get yourself. Excellent. Be here for just a moment. It's okay for the mind to wander. Just for support. You notice how the hip feels. Maybe placing the right palm on the right hip. Grounding that right side body. As that left leg falls open. Again, releasing expectations. Expectations can often be premeditated resentment. So don't expect yourself to look any way. Don't expect this class to be a certain way. Go with the flow. Fall where you land. Yeah. Finding that place between effort and ease. Softening into it. That's what we do in Yin. We find our edge and we stay there. We allow the body to sink into it, and if it is uncomfortable, we make adjustments. Bring that larger bolster. Okay, on our next inhale, we're going to rise both legs back up through center, waterfall pose. Both legs rise. Maybe take both feet into that strap. And as we exhale, just gently pull the strap towards the body. And then when you're ready, allowing the strap to hold on to the right leg. And the left leg will begin to fall down towards the bottom of the mat, outstretched. Right leg is lifted. Hold the right leg hold the strap in the right palm. Place your left palm on your left thigh. And we're going to allow that right leg to fall towards the window, opening the leg out to the right. We'll come around the bolsters or blocks, letting that leg fall over to the right. Nice modification. Again, we check in here and we breathe. We find what feels good. And we breathe into those areas of tension. Softening. Maybe the eyes are closed. Maybe the eyes are soft. Breathing, feeling those inhales and those long, extended exhales. Couple more breaths where you are. When you're ready on your inhale, bring both legs back up to center. Legs clear through both feet. Take a moment. Feel your body, your heels, your energy lift towards the ceiling. And a gentle pull, pulling the toes or the heels towards the face. Check in here with the low back, the tailbone, the legs, the thighs. Inhale back through that straightened waterfall pose so the legs are nice and straight. Heels come up towards the ceiling. And when you're ready, allow the left leg to fall down towards the ground. You'll take your strap into your left palm. And take your right hand, place it on that right hip crease. And gently let the left leg drift over to the left. We'll come around and move bolsters as needed. We have a few more minutes to sink into this side. The knee can be slightly bent if it serves you. Perhaps even rolling onto that left hip. Maybe the right arm falls open or up, finding anything that feels good for the next few moments. Sinking into that place that you find your body has a little more tension, that sticky spot, holding it, breathing there. Letting the mind go where it goes. We're bringing it back to this room. Bringing it back to the body. Checking in with the body. Checking in with your mind. Softening and breathing. Here for a couple of more breaths. Let's take a big inhale through the nose. Release it. Come back onto the back body for that waterfall pose to release the strap. Set the strap off to one side or the other, whichever feels good. We'll find a happy baby here. So you reach your arms between the knees, then reach for the outside blades of the feet, pulling the knees down towards the armpits. You can find a little rock from side to side, only if it feels good on the back. Maybe dropping that tailbone down towards the ground instead of rounding through the spine, softening into this happy baby. If happy baby does not feel good for you, you can always bring the knees in together and give yourself a slight hug here. Keeping the back of the head onto the mat. Finding what version feels better, what version honors your body. We will find some movement in our happy baby or in our knee hug. If you are in happy baby, maybe you extend one leg out long as the other knee bends deeply, pulling the heel inward towards the center body. Notice how this feels in your hips. Notice how you feel in your knees and your back. Maybe a slight rock side to side. And then find that same motion on the other side. So come through that happy baby or that hug. And then allow the opposite leg to reach out long and pull the other knee or the other heel in towards the center body. Finding variations that work for you. Not worrying about what you look like or what your neighbor looks like. Perhaps your eyes are even closed. Just feeling the body, feeling the hips, the knees, the ankles, and finding your breath along the way. We'll take a couple more breaths in our happy baby. One more inhale through the nose and let it go. As you inhale, open your body up to a big X shape. Take up space. You might even be pushing props out of the way. Just a big body stretch. Roll through the ankles and roll through the wrists. Imagine yourself taking up space and feel yourself taking up space. Feel your energy of your body grow larger and stronger. We'll find a meditation here as we take up space. Imagine a green light shining from your heart space, from your chest. Take a moment, sink into this large X shape that you take up space in. As you feel your heart beat, feel that green light grow brighter. Feel that green light grow strong. Feel your heart beat within your chest. Feel the green light as it grows. Each breath that you take allows that light to grow larger and strong. Feel that green light expand as large as your body, glowing with that green light from the heart space throughout your fingertips, throughout your toe. That green light shining from your heart chakra, growing and expanding and covering the floor, crossing paths with that green light that expands from others within the room. Breathe deeply. On your next inhale, reach your arms wide, expand the legs wide. So we make this X shape nice and active. And on an exhale, we're going to cross the left ankle over the right and take the left wrist into the right palm. So we condense through the right side and we lengthen through the left side into a banana shape with the bottom. We're going to find ourselves in this banana shape for a couple of minutes. So maybe you flex through that right foot as it hooks the left foot. Flex the right ankle as it hooks the left. Allow that left shoulder to drop down towards the ground. Maybe the left elbow drops down towards the ground. And then soften that right ankle as we relax into the banana shape. Feeling that expansion on the long side. Feeling as the small side condenses. Feeling the parts of the body that meet with the mat. Breathing into the long side. Feeling that rib cage expand. Take a couple more breaths. Let the mind go where it needs to. It has something it's telling you, but you can tell it, I'll come back to that later. On your next inhale, open wide, take up space. Big body stretch. Another big inhale. And then cross the right ankle over the left, right wrist to left palm. Condense the left side and lengthen the right, finding the opposite shape that we found. We'll take a couple moments in this pose as well. Maybe you begin by flexing through that left foot to hold that right ankle in place. Maybe you begin by gently pulling with your left palm, pulling the right arm over to the left side before you relax into your range. Relaxing that bottom ankle that's holding the opposite foot. Letting go of what you look like, worried and not. But only noticing how you feel. Inhale, open the body up, exhale your body. Exhale, hug the knees to the chest, give yourself a hug, and give yourself some admiration and some kindness for showing up on your mat. And when you're ready, we're going to rock and roll, or you can roll over to your side and sit up. But we're going to meet one another in a tabletop position. What does that mean? We're coming onto our palms and our knees. We're coming to quadrant head. However you get there, however works for you. And we'll meet here on all fours. Take your time. Check in with your body. Just maybe sway the hips from side to side. Maybe gaze over one shoulder and then the other. Feel your body here. Then when you're ready, together we'll take a cat-cow. So make sure your shoulders are over your wrists and your hips are over your knees. So the legs and the arms are parallel with one another. And we'll lift the tailbone up, dip the belly down, lift the gaze, cow pose. Take a breath. Exhale, tuck the tailbone under, round the spine. Chin will come to the chest. Inhale, lift your tailbone and lift your gaze for cow pose. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, round the spine, chin to chest. Move at your own pace, maybe close the eyes. Inhale, dip the belly down, lift the tailbone in the gaze. Exhale, tuck it around. Keep moving with your breath. You have other options here as well. Maybe you find a barrel roll where you dip the belly down and then sway the body to the side as you round through that cat-like shape. And if you do find barrel rolls, finding them on the opposite side, dipping the belly down, swaying it to the left, rolling through. Do not worry about what you look like. Most everyone here's eyes are softened or closed as we look inward. Inhaling for that cow-like shape. Exhaling to that cat-like shape. Maybe you even inhale into a cow-like shape and send the hips to the heels. And then as you round through cat, you pull the body forward. Exhale, hips to the heels. Inhale, round the body forward. Just move however your spine is asking in this moment, without judgment. We'll find a few more breaths in our cat-cow. Maybe you even change breaths. So instead of inhaling in cow and exhaling in cat, maybe inhale in cat. Notice how that feels and exhale to cow. When you inhale in cat, you often feel a widening through the back body. And when you exhale to cow, you feel the abdominal muscles tighten, playing around with the breath and with the spine. And when you're ready, we'll find stillness in this tabletop pose. We're going to come into puppy pose. So you have an option for a block here or a bolster. What we do in puppy pose is we walk the palms to the top of the mat and sink the heart space down. And again, we call it melting heart pose. So you can sink the heart space down and the chin will come to the mat, or you can place a block on the mat and put the forehead on the block. Or perhaps you take a bolster, lay it parallel with the top of the mat, and sink the heart space down on the bolster and place the forehead on the block. Find what feels good for you here in your melting heart or your puppy pose. And lots of heart openers, lots of hip openers. As always, my cues are suggestive, and if something else feels good for your body, move in ways that feel good for you. Still finding that breath, even in this big heart opener. Be here for a couple more breaths. Taking 2 more breaths. Inhale through your nose. Slap it down. Another inhale. Let it go. From here, you can rise up, back through tabletop, only for a moment as we set whatever props we have off to the side. Finding ourselves back in quadruped briefly. From quadruped, walk those palms back out long like your puppy pose, and then pull the body forward, lay the belly on the mat. Bring your arms parallel with the sides of the mat. Hug the elbows in towards the chest. Point the toes behind you. The legs can come together or be apart, whichever feels better. And then lift up through the heart space. It's kind of like you're gripping your palms to your mat, pulling them back toward you. We're in Sphinx pose. Right here. We'll be here for only a few moments, only a few breaths. Perhaps the eyes are closed. Perhaps with the eyes closed, we gaze towards the third eye. Imagining a blue or a clear light that shines there. Take a big breath in your Sphinx pose. And as we exhale, allow the chin to come down. You can stack one arm on top of the other and lay one cheek down or your chin. We're going to bend the knees. Windshield wiper the knees from side to side. Maybe they move in circles. Being very mindful here if you have issues with your knee. Checking in with the body, especially the knees. Checking in with the parts of the body that meet with the mat. Breathing into them. And then when you're ready, bringing those knees or the legs to neutral. So we stop windshield wipering and lower the right toe down to the mat. So the left knee is still bent here. From here, we're going to allow that left leg to slide open. So the left hip is open for half frog. So the left knee is bent. The left thigh is parallel to the top of the mat. The left shin is parallel with the side of the mat. The chin or the cheeks rest on the palms or the arm. Maybe you flex through that left foot for your half frog. We'll be here for a few moments. If this is uncomfortable on your knee or your hip and you would like a blanket beneath your knee, let me know and I would be happy to come around and slide my feet. Breathe. Check your body. Check the hips, the knees, the places that need to connect. Breathe. We're going to make this half frog a little more active in our yin. Place the palms next to the bust line. Hug the elbows to the wrists. And then press into the mat. Lift it up to your arms. Press the pelvis down towards the floor. Exhale, lower it down. This is just an option. You can stay in stillness in your half frog, or you can roll through the spine, lifting up and exhaling to lower. Inhale, roll, and then exhale, lower it down. Find that roll twice more. Inhale, lift up. And lower it down. Exhale. Last one. And then lower it all the way back down. Bring those arms parallel with the top of the mat. Chin to the palms or cheek to the palm. And then we're going to bring that left leg back through center. Finding ourselves completely thrown on the mat. And then bend both knees and windshield wiper them from side to side. We're going to take frog on the right side. So if you would like that blanket on your right side for your knee, or that knee pad on the right side for your knee. Maybe moving it there, or I will come around in a moment and move it for you. And when you're ready, finding that stillness on your belly, bend that right knee. Make sure that left leg is out long. And when you're ready, opening that right hip socket up, allowing the right thigh to become parallel with the top and bottom of the mat, and the right shin to become parallel with the side. Flex the right foot. Half frog, right side. Find stillness. thoughts, your feelings, noticing any areas of tension. Letting the thoughts come, take notice, and let them pass by. Whether you realize it or not, you've done a lot today. You've checked in with yourself in ways you might not usually. You've noticed parts of your body you might have neglected to notice or listen to. You've opened your heart to trying new things, moving in new ways, breathing in new ways, and connecting with new people. Connecting energetically with people and with yourself through your Pranamaya Kosha, your energetic body. We'll find our frog spinal rolls, if it feels good, placing the palms on either side of the left one. Or when you're ready, press into the mat. Lift up through the heart space. And then lower the back down. Roll to rise. Inhale. Exhale. Roll down. Inhale. Exhale. Twice more. Inhale. Roll. Exhale. Lower. One more. Breathe and lift. And lower it down. We'll bring that right leg back. Palms on either side of the chest. And point the elbows out towards the sides. Inhale. Lift up through that heart space. We'll dip your right shoulder down, gaze to the left. Check in with the back body. Inhale up through the knee. Exhale, dip that left shoulder, gaze to the right. Twice more. Inhale up. Exhale, right shoulder dips, gaze to the left. Inhale, rise. Exhale, dip the left shoulder, move the gaze towards the right. Inhale, rise through neutral. And as we exhale, we're just going to send our hips to our heels, walk the palms back, child's pose. The knees can be wide or together. If the knees are wide, you sink a little more into the hips in a child's pose. If the knees are together in child's pose, you'll feel a little more stretch through the small of the back. Your version of child's pose. Constantly finding the breath even in this fold. Beautiful. Beautiful variation. We will be here only for a couple minutes before our final resting posture. Perhaps you bend the elbows, bringing the prayer palms behind the head, bringing a little deeper stretch through the back of the form. Come back to your intention. Breathe. in front of you traditionally into your child's pose. And then begin to walk the palms towards the body as you rise through the torso. Maybe cross the legs beneath the body or just find your way onto your seat, onto the mat. Take your time. Go find one last fold before Shavasana. Walk the legs out long. Take your strap. Strap your feet. Flex through your feet. Inhale, let the body grow long through the spine. Ground through your sits bones. Hinge at the hips, 45 degrees. Breathe. Exhale, round the spine. Bring the nose towards the knees. If this is a lot on the back of the legs, you can bend the knees here, maybe even taking a block beneath the knees. Or a bolster. But we'll only be here for a moment in this version of Dandasana or seated work. Breathe into the back body, breathe into the legs. Check in here one last time on a big breath. Exhale, round and fold, sink. Release your strap. Release any props you have. Or find any props for our final Shavasana. Maybe you start, are you in where you started, reclined on that bolster? Maybe you allow the big bolster to set off to the side and take a smaller bolster beneath the knees to prop the legs up. You have different options here. Whatever your final Shavasana looks like for you, take your time and find it. Another option would be Supta Baddha Konasana, which is reclined butterfly pose. So we just allow the knees to fall out wide, soles of the feet to come together. Another hip opening posture. They say we store our emotions in our hips, so it's so good for us to release those stored emotions. Finding our final resting pose. I'm going to come around with our cool lavender cloths. They do lie on your forehead. If you do not want one, please raise your hand. Thank you. If you would like a rag but you do not want it for your forehead, please raise your hand. Taking the next few moments for yourself. Try to allow yourself these next few moments to let go. Let go of the thoughts. Let go of whatever is going on outside this room. Whatever is going on outside of your hands. Breathe. We have reached our last few minutes together. I'm going to close our practice out in perfect stillness, where you are, reclined in your Shavasana. Check in with your body once more, starting at the tips of the toes, into the ball of the foot, into the heel, the ankle, the calves and the shins, the knees, the thighs, the areas of the body that meet with the mat, the belly, the breath, the inhale and the exhale, the chest, the upper back, the shoulders, the arms, the fingers, the breath. Checking in one last time with the neck, the back of the head. Soften the facial muscles, the forehead, the cheeks, the jaw. Come back to your intention that you set. We'll take an inhale together. Sigh it out. I want to thank each of you that showed up today for showing up for yourselves, for one another, and for this practice that we've shared as a collective. I see you and I honor each of you. Thank you. Namaste. Take your time getting up. I did go a couple minutes over. Take all the time you need. That's great. Good job. Thank you. We have a laundry basket in the back for those who you can use. A lot of people like to use our towels to wipe their mat and then put the towel in the laundry basket. And I also have some disinfectant if anybody would like to disinfect their props or their blocks or their bolsters. Thank you guys so much.